Once when I was on a business trip abroad. I made an appointment at a business hotel in the capital. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening when I arrive at the hotel after work. Then tell the female staff at the counter that my name is Jinping. But I got such a reply. Really sorry. Mr. Jinping's appointment record has not been found here. It's weird. I obviously received a confirmation letter from the hotel on my phone. But there is no way to do it if you don't register it. So is there still a room now? The counter staff stared at the screen, seems to be thinking about something. Is it full? It's okay if you don't live here. I think so in my heart. Okay, your room is room 303. Please register your name here. Great, otherwise it would be troublesome to find another hotel. After quickly writing down the name, I took the key and walked to the elevator. Speaking of which, it's really a third-rate hotel. The counter staff didn't even look at me from start to finish. Rude enough. While thinking about the bad attitude of the counter staff just now. The elevator has also reached the 3rd floor. I opened the door and walked in. The long night kicked off. As soon as the room enters. On the left is the bathroom. On the right-hand side is the wardrobe. As for the innermost is the bed. It's a very ordinary room. I'm sitting on the bed. Opened the beer I just bought and took a sip. At this time, the TV suddenly turned on by itself. Did I step on the remote control? That's what I think. I saw the remote control placed next to the TV. Forget it. I didn't take this to heart either. I planned to go to the bathroom to take a bath. When I went into the bathroom, I found that the floor was wet. I was really defeated by this 4th-rate hotel. Not only that. There is still stagnant water in the bathtub. It's disgusting enough. While staying silly. I seem to have stepped on something. Take a closer look. Have 2 to 3 long hair. What is this? A bad premonition emerged. I glanced at the bathtub again. The long black hair is squirming like a living thing in the bathtub. I started to feel that a bad premonition was about to come true. Then the doorbell rang suddenly. I was taken aback because I was unexpected. Who is it? I was a little scared to look out from the cat's eyes in the room. A woman with a wet body stood in front of my door. It's miserable. What should I do now? No, this is no joke. Anyway, let's call the counter first. I picked up the microphone. When close to the ear. Open the door. I immediately hung up the microphone. Are you cornered? Those who have come before. There are chasers after. That's it. And the room doorbell is still ringing constantly. Confused thinking about what to do now. It would be nice if that guy was there at this time. That guy refers to Li Yan. He is the younger generation of my former company. I heard it was the son of the abbot. Can sense the spirit. Compared to some 3-legged cat psychics. He is more trustworthy. Thinking about it. I took out my phone and called him. If this doesn't work either. So nervous that my stomach hurts. Hello, hard work. Li Yan answered the phone. That's great. I pulled myself together a little bit. What's the matter? You should be on a business trip now, right? That's right. But I am now. When I was about to continue, Li Yan muttered to himself. There is a woman, right? I was so scared that I couldn't speak. Li Yan continued. Jinping, are you in the room now? Where are you standing in the room? Ah, I'm standing near the door. How do you know? It really deserves to be Li Yan. Hurry up and leave from the door. And anyway, never open doors and windows. Li Yan's amazing exhortation came from the phone. You are in trouble. I called the counter but couldn't get through. That's why you called me, right? Li Yan was right about it all. Shocked, I asked him what to do next. Anyway, let's hold on until morning. Never fall asleep. He will come when you fall asleep. Will you come in the room? What will it do to me? Although I really want to ask, but it's too scary. I dare not ask any more. Jinping, you have to cheer up. As long as you don't open the door. He can't get in. Look at him. He keeps asking you to open the door at the door. This matter is the best proof. Although he wants to go in. But I can't get in. Are you telling the truth? There seems to be a glimmer of hope in my heart. But the price of staying awake is that you have to endure this horror all the time, right? My hope was shattered again in an instant. There seems to be some sound coming from the window. I took a look over there. A clear palm print is printed on the glass window. There is a handprint on the window and window. I trembled and told Li Yan about it. I think this is just the beginning. My wry smile appeared in the glass window. Are you going to spend tonight like this? I can't help but feel dejected at the thought. Jinping, do you have salt there? No, how could it be possible to carry something like salt with you on a business trip? While looking at the handprint, I can't help crying. That's what I said. So do you have wine? I have beer here. Jinping, then you pour the wine into the cup now. Put it in front of the door and window. I immediately did what he said. What to do next? Then please drink the rest of the beer. I immediately drank the beer in my hand. I'm done drinking. How is it, are you calmer now? This kid is at this time. Even made fun of me. Okay, wait a minute, you can hide in the quilt and wait until morning. No matter what happens in the middle. Never open the doors and windows. If you open it, it will. The phone was cut off. At this time, a woman's voice came from the phone. Open the door. There is another voice I don't want to hear anymore. Unable to contact the most reliable Li Yan. It really makes people feel desperate. The rest can be relied on. Only beer and myself are left. I'm thinking about what happened from just now to the present. Everything started in this room. In other words, that woman doesn't really want to talk to me. But what do you want to do in the room? Speaking of which, is there anything in the room? I started to check the room. Refrigerator, bathroom. And the hair that has been increasing. I choose under the bed in the bedroom. Wardrobe, etc. Then my hand seemed to touch something on the shelf above the closet. Take it down and take a look. It's a small diamond earring. Isn't that it? I watched the earrings in my hand carefully. Are you looking for this? While thinking like this, I glanced at the cup in front of the entrance. The beer turned black. The sense of horror has risen again. I decided to go to bed as soon as possible. There was a sound of someone knocking on the door. Although very reluctant, I still go to Cat's Eye to check. It turned out that the female employee at the counter was standing outside. Hello, guest. Did you call the counter? If it is there, please open the door. Please open the door quickly. I'm so happy that I'm almost crying. Open the door right away. But there is no one outside the door. Suddenly remembered what Li Yan said. No matter what happens, never open the door. If it is opened, what is it that Li Yan hasn't finished talking about? I was thinking like this. Result. For the first time in my life, my body is stiff enough to be paralyzed. Paralysis. It would be great if it was just like this. Why should I open the door? I'm really stupid and stupid. Thoughts of regret and fear circled in my mind. I can't move my body anymore. But I can still see it with my eyes. Consciousness is also very clear. It feels the same as it looks in a novel or on TV. It seems something is coming. It's over, it's over. There is a hand on my shoulder. The door is also closed. I was taken to the room. I seem to be able to hear the voice of despair. I wish I didn't die. Ah, I'm really useless. I'm still thinking about this kind of thing. The woman finally came to me. A woman who is wet all over her body. The bangs on the front are very long, covering up. Almost can't see her face. She spoke. It's not so much speech. It's better to communicate consciousness directly to me. Finally opened the door. You are scared. The woman's face keeps approaching me. And I finally saw his face. His eyes are tilted 45 degrees left and right. The whole face is skewed. Although in this fear, I still desperately want to stay awake. He continued. You will abide by the agreement, right? Agreed. You will definitely abide by it. I really don't understand what he is talking about. But compared to this, I just know it's really scary. It's over, it's over. I really don't know what you are talking about. Please go back. Please leave. Go, go, go. I keep praying like this in my heart. As a result, it seemed to drive him crazy. Actually, it was crazy from the beginning. It's just a deeper level. His head began to shake up and down constantly. Why? Actually said this. Why? Getting more and more miserable. The loud voice is really scary. I slowly lost consciousness. Is it really hard to escape death? It's dead, I'm really dead. Even if you don't want to die anymore. I can't do anything about this kind of thing. It's over. Just when I was about to give up, the earring in my hand fell off. He had a strong reaction. Got it. This is it. This is what you are looking for, right? Although I don't know what the agreement is. But this must be very important. I prayed desperately in my heart. The woman picked up her earrings and spoke. What is this? Don't you know? It seems that it is still hard to escape death. The woman's eyes turned around and looked at the earrings. Even if the eyes are in that direction. Can you still see it? Thinking about this kind of meaningless thing. Then wait for the woman's reaction. The woman put her face close to me again. Is this mine? This situation seems to be a turning point now. I keep saying in my heart. Right. This is your stuff. Earrings, gold-plated. Take it quickly. Just take it. Then he suddenly glanced at me. You too. After he finished speaking, he slowly disappeared. And before I was about to lose consciousness, I can vaguely see him smiling. I just fainted until now. Too slow. I woke up the next day and found me lying in front of the entrance. The earrings are gone. I rushed to the counter very angry. Asked them what happened to room 303 before. Sure enough, 2 years ago, a young woman died in the bathroom. As for the detailed situation, the hotel doesn't seem to be so clear either. Just after that incident, there have been complaints from passengers about seeing that woman in the room. So it was banned later. I asked angrily why they let me live there. But I regretted a little bit after asking. It was the very unfriendly female employee who received me that day. However, the hotel said that there were no female employees on duty at the counter that day. The more I think, the more scared. I decided to leave this hotel quickly. When I want to go back. The guy at the counter also said welcome to visit again. Who will come again? After going back, I told Li Yan everything. Me. I really almost thought I was going to die. Li Yan looked at me without saying a word. What are you doing? What's the matter? Jinping, what did that woman say to you last? Do you remember? It's too scary, I don't remember. Maybe it means thank you. That's what she seemed to say. Never leave you again. My back is frozen all over. In order to change this atmosphere. I asked him if you were obviously not there. How do you know what he said? At this time Li Yan pointed. Jinping, behind you. I look back. I saw the woman smiling and said to me. Won't leave you anymore. Won't leave you anymore. Won't leave you anymore. I passed out again. I went to Li Yan's hometown for help the next day. Times have changed. This matter has already been resolved. But until now, I still always feel that someone behind me has been looking at me.